in Tehran. Let's bring in Olsi Yazegi. He's an Albanian historian, as well as assistant professor at the International Islamic University of Malaysia. He joins us from Kuala Lumpur. Thank you so much for joining the program. Is this about cyber attacks, or is there more to it?
Well, it is more to it. Since the year 2013, Albania started to host a terrorist organization, which is still listed as a terrorist organization in Iran and Iraq, and was listed even by the United States, the Mujahideen al-Haq. Albania hosts a paramilitary base of the Mujahideens in the town of Manza, in the county of Durrës. And from there, as even Al Jazeera investigations have shown, the Mujahideens, they carry cyber attacks. Sometimes they claim to carry even terrorist attacks against the Islamic Republic of Iran. The bulk of the Mujahideens, they came to Albania in 2016. They have a paramilitary camp in Albania. They have constructed a state within a state. And the Islamic Republic of Iran has continuously protested to the Albanian government, has asked the Albanian government to treat the Mujahideen al-Haq in the same way how Daesh, ISIS, Jabhat al-Nusra, and other terrorist organizations are being treated nowadays. Nevertheless, the Albanian government has not responded to the complaints of the Iranian side. And on the other hand, this year has been a year full of events for the Mujahideens. The Mujahideens, they claim to have attacked and hacked the Iranian government institutions in June. They have also claimed to have carried firebombing of Iranian military bases. And on the other hand, what happened is that in July 2022, Albanian government websites were hacked. Until today, there is no group claiming responsibility. But today, for some reason, the Albanian government came into a conclusion that the attack came from Iran.
Okay, and we've seen Washington weigh in on this, saying that their own investigation found Iran responsible for an attack on those websites back in July. What other kind of intervention can you expect from the US?
Well, the Mujahideens were brought to Albania by the American government after they were removed from Iraq, when Iraq expelled them. And it is the US Embassy in Tirana which is in charge of their security and everything else they do. Albanian government and politicians, they have no access to the Mujahideen camp. Killings can happen inside the Mujahideen camp. There are many claims of human rights abuses. There are many defectors who have managed to escape from the camp, but the Albanian government cannot do anything about it. It is mainly a US-run affair. And we have to mention something that we have had very hard diplomatic relations between Albania and Iran, even in the year 2018. In 2018, the Mujahideens claimed that Iran was planning to carry a terrorist attack against their organization, something that has never been proven. But in 2018, it was the Israeli government, and in the time Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who publicly asked Prime Minister Edi Rama to sever the relations of Albania with Iran. And in this year, we had the Iranian ambassador being expelled from Albania without any charge. And we had Iranian citizens who had their bank accounts frozen, Iranian and Albanian religious institutions which were closed. And since that time, the relations are very bad.
Okay, really good to get your thoughts. Olsi Yazegi, Albanian historian, assistant professor at the University of Malaysia. Thank you for your analysis.